Hello and welcome to One Word Podcast, the most Houston, we have a problem podcast in the world. I don't know what that intro was. I'd like to switch it up every time. I don't know why. And I also don't prepare those things, so kind of makes some of them really stupid. But this is One Word Podcast. Today I'm joined by Zack.
Yay! Woo!
Yeah, I like the enthusiasm. So many guests are like, "Yup, I'm here."
Yeah, that's me, Zack here.
That's how it goes. But no, you're ready. You're enthusiastic.
I'm ready.
And you have no idea what you're doing.
No clue. Honestly, I wish I did.
All right, so this show is called One Word Podcast, and in this show, we kind of steal all your money. Actually,
good thing I didn't bring any.
Sorry, that's post show.
Oh, post show. Okay.
The way this works is I have two words for you, and they were randomly generated using a random word generator. That's how that kind of thing happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you those two words in just a moment, and you're going to choose one of them, and that's the subject of our podcast.
Oh, okay. Sure. Why not?
So, are you ready for your words?
Yeah. Did you get them off of like Google or something?
Kind of.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
You got pretty good ones. So,
all right.
Your two words you get to choose between are vote and emergency. I think those two words can pretty much sum up 2016.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, both of them together are great. Vote and emergency. Well, there's emergencies at the voting station.
So now you need to choose one of those two amazing words.
All right. Well,
and no, you can't choose both. No, you can't choose neither. We've had people try. Oh,
you said emergency or voting. Could I choose or? Could our topic be or? Your face says it all.
We're about to be one guest short of a podcast.
Okay, well, my time's here. Bye, you guys. No. Honestly, why not go with voting? Voting seemed to be more of a...
It's vote, not voting. Get it right.
I'm sorry. I added the ing. But yeah, no, vote.
Vote
was a...
So we're going to talk about voting.
Okay. All right.
So, have you ever voted?
Yes, I did, actually.
I'm not going to ask you who you voted for because legally I can't do that. That's not cool. However, I can say, did you vote for Hillary Clinton or did you vote for Tronald Dump? Or C other?
I would go with C, honestly.
All right.
I didn't vote for no Ronald Rump.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, but yeah, I personally voted on the during the primaries when they had all the for the Democrats and the Republicans. I voted for good old well, I don't know any creative words for any of the names.
Was it Cerny Manders? He's
yes.
my favorite.
Yes.
All right.
My fave.
I also voted for Cerny Manders in the primary. It was actually my first time voting in a primary, and it was unique because I actually felt excited. I was happy and optimistic to vote, and then November came.
And you weren't so optimistic and happy?
No. I mean, how would you describe your two choices? If you couldn't say their names or describe them in any way, what household items would you use to describe them?
Well, I could go to my neighbor and pick up the dog turds in the backyard.
Ooh.
That's a good comparison. But I like to compare them to like, you know, well, it's like one of them you get like, I think between the two primaries when they had them at the time, there was either, the Democrats had pretty much I think someone on the news brought up the fact that it was raisins. Like with the Democrats, you had an oatmeal raisin cookie with 10 raisins. Would you rather have that or would you rather have a mountain of raisins? And he was doing the comparison I always like to think about that between the two of them. None of them were really like they had their ups and downs, and I can say though that it was very interesting. All of the famous things that people were ripping on other people for, and all the things going down where I remembered the presidential well, now the soon to be president, I believe actually what's today, Friday? No, Thursday.
Oh no, you're giving
Tomorrow.
away when this show's being revealed. Oh no.
Oh
When
no,
we're
oh no, I'm
recording.
sorry.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, you guys.
We're definitely not recording
we're
this
not
the day
recording.
before Toronto Dump becomes our president.
Well, it will be definitely it won't be my first favorite, but it will be my second favorite thing. Number 2. But yeah, no, it was.
Well,
it was,
actually, I think based off of some allegations that happened in the past weeks, it might be number 1.
it might hit there. It'll trickle its way to number 1.
I just hope he rains down. He showers us with his golden nuggets of knowledge.
He'll be sprinkling jobs left and right.
Come on, let's stop spraying out crazy information. It's just yellow journalism. Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, so
I couldn't help. It was a golden opportunity. I'm sorry.
these are P jokes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They're a little PG.
Yeah. All right. You need to just shake it, be done, make sure there's no dribble of jokes coming out.
Nothing. No.
So, politics aside, is voting important?
I feel like, honestly, voting should be important. I personally think voting should be important. From what I've gotten out of information, it all comes down to, my personal opinion, it comes down to the Electoral College, because we pretty much pay these guys who are supposed to support us and support our vote, and they go and cast the final vote. So each state has a certain amount of Electoral College votes.
I get that back in, 1776. I get why that made sense.
Yeah.
But now we have so much technology they couldn't think of. We know the popular vote. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people are trying to put a ban on the Electoral College because obviously with how the election ran out, Democrats had more of a popular vote by over 1.4 mil.
And this is, I believe, the 4th time that has happened.
Yeah, and I think it's only the second time that it's gone such an escalation. I think, was it Reagan? I think Reagan in his one of his terms had it, where it was like just far out there.
So, my next question for you. You and I are both strapping, young, handsome men that would be described perhaps as millennials.
I would almost like to consider myself a millennial.
We're young.
Yeah,
We're younger
very
guys.
Very young.
Our age group kind of is the worst ever when it comes to voting.
Oh, yeah, easily.
So, do you think it would be fair or a good idea for the United States government, that's where we are, sorry, other countries, we're just better than you. I mean, we're just focusing
America.
on a national mindset right now. Would it be a good idea for the United States government make it mandatory that you vote?
No, because how America was quote unquote great is you had the choice of the freedom to express your religion, your the freedom of speech, the freedom of what press you choose
The
to
freedom
go to,
to vote for
the
D's
freedom
nuts.
to vote. Yes. I mean, I believe that was the guy who did that video was supposed to be nominated.
I'm pretty sure D's nuts got more votes than Jill Stein.
I think so. I think during the primaries he did actually.
That's
A little sad.
a little sad,
A little.
but we're talking some super serious stuff here. Let's talk not serious, because
Okay.
you know what? This is a fun comedy show, man.
Haha!
our country's screwed.
we're doomed.
All right, so theoretically, this would never happen in real life. But
Okay.
let's say there was a presidential election and both candidates were awful. Let's say this has never happened before, for sure. Definitely has never happened within the last 6 months. Both presidential candidates are awful, but one of them's going to win. and you have decided not to vote for them and not to vote for a third party because screw them, am I right?
Yeah.
And you get to write a name in. What name do you write in?
Well, if this is all on a fictional like situation and scenario where they are both terrible. Well, I could probably predict that the person with the the person who doesn't really have the like it talks to their people in a more of a common wording so that people can understand what I'm sure that they would win. If I got to choose, I feel like honestly, with me being such a nerd, I would probably choose Madara because he probably would be a better president than everyone. But that's on a fictional standpoint.
I would choose Zack Brannigan.
Oh my gosh, yeah, yeah. Or,
but didn't he actually just get elected? I mean,
well,
sorry, shots fired again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I just feel like all the politicians are turning into entertainers for some reason.
Yeah, I feel like the presidency has kind of become a 1 season every 4 years reality show.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
Man, 2020.
Except they spam ads on your internet and TV, and you can't get away from it.
So just like a normal reality show.
Almost.
Needs Kim Kardashian. Then we're there.
Yeah, the Khloe Kardashian.
Kim 2020.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Kim Kardashian for marketing spokesperson for Donald Trump here.
Oh, you're making me depressed. Tell me something really happy and positive that's happened in the last year to take my mind off of politics.
For 2016, the only thing that I could take out of it, besides it actually kind of not being the greatest year, I know that the Cubs won.
Woo!
I know, that was awesome.
I love the Cubs.
Yeah, they haven't won in forever.
My dad is a lifelong Chicago Cubs fan.
Ooh, nice.
Shout out to him. He's probably going to comment on this video like, yeah.
It'd be awesome.
He's a lifelong Cubs fan, and I was actually in Chicago. I did not go to the game, but I was in Chicago for Game 5.
Oh, really?
And it was super exciting, and the energy was just crazy. And the day after, I called my dad, and I'm like, hey, you know what's going to happen, right?
you know it's destined.
How you doing?
Well, I'm doing good now that the Cubs are going to win.
So, we've talked about voting. We've talked about Kim Kardashian. We've talked about sports. Man, yes. We've talked about Zack Brannigan. Lots of stuff. I'm going to have to sadly end this episode.
Okay, well,
but
it's okay.
But before we go, I'm going to ask you right now to vote for your favorite podcast right here, right now on air.
Vote for my favorite podcast?
Yep. The you do get the write-in option, but your 2 options written on the ballot are one-word podcast.
Okay.
And one-word podcast with a period.
Okay, so one has a period and one doesn't?
Yes.
I'd like to go with a I'm gonna write in a vote.
Okay.
I'm gonna write in a one-word podcast, but with the sideways smiley, like the old school.
Oh, okay.
The colon and the parenthesis. Yeah. I think that's
fancy.
What I'm gonna vote for. Yeah. Got a little fancy there.
Wow. Shame. Because you decided to do that one-word podcast, lost one-word podcast, and now we're stuck with one-word podcast for the next 4 years.
Wait, what was
it's
it
all
the period
your fault.
Or no? Was it the period or no period?
Yes.
Dang it. I can't believe it.
All right, well, if you guys would like to go and vote on your favorite podcast, you can do that by just watching some episodes of this podcast because it's already the best. We already know. So you can do that at http://www.onewordpodcast.com.
Woohoo!
And don't forget to find us on Facebook and Twitter, and that's it. So we're gonna go
and check them on YouTube.
Yeah, we're awesome.
Yes, because why not, right?
This guy gets it.
Well, yeah, duh.
All right, you've been on the show for roughly 10 minutes. I have no idea. I don't keep a clock.
I don't have a watch.
I looked down at my watch and realized I haven't worn a watch in like 10 years. So that was an interesting moment. But What did you think?
I liked it. It's very interesting. I honestly didn't expect anything. I knew it was supposed to be something audio related, but only audio, and that was it. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess let's take a shot. It never hurts. Never hurts to try.
Well, thank you for coming on, and
I'm glad to be here. Honestly,
we'd love to have you back sometime.
that'd be great. That would be awesome.
Now say goodbye to our lovely listeners.
Adios. Bye.
Peace.